What is up, my pibbity people? We are back today for another market update. Essentially what happened with today's trades. You obviously can't see my screen right now. I'm going to show you in a second. We did hit TP today. Good day, good trading day. We're coming up to all-time highs, so I'm a little bit nervous as to how my strategy is going to work out, because obviously I target liquidity. And if there's no liquidity to target for TPs, then what the fuck do we do? But I'm hoping we hit all-time highs and then price stalls and starts to make its way back down to sweep out lower liquidity, and then back and forth, and we go up and down. So without further ado, we're going to get into the video now. Yes, people, so we're back. I don't know why I keep doing this with my hands, but I'm going to keep doing it anyway because I like to do it. So coming into today, obviously I was expecting price to be bullish. I mean, we've just been going on a massive run. It's kind of like the same type of thing that happened with gold. New York session seems to blast after a little bit of consolidation through London. Yeah, with that being said, we had our liquidity spots out. We've got liquidity down here, liquidity here. Obviously, previous session, New York liquidity. If we did decide we want to go down for today, we had London session lows, London session highs, Asia session highs, and then we've had previous liquidity from previous highs for the Nasdaq. Vice versa, or not vice versa. Same thing with ES. ES has now created new all-time highs. So watching out for that. We did take a trade on ES because it was more bullish than the Nasdaq for me today. But just to go over ES, actually, we're basically going to go over what happened and what we saw now. So, coming into New York session open, we did get our manipulation, which took our London session high. And yeah, took our London session high. Session already been taken. Let me just put that back there for a second. So I was originally targeting London session lows. I thought we'd sweep London session highs, would come down, break structure, push back up, give us a bit of give us an entry here, maybe of a bearish engulfing, which would have been this. Not bearish engulfing, sorry, bearish fair value gap, which would have been here. We did come back up into the bearish fair value gap, and we did push back down, but we didn't get entry on the 1 minute time frame, so we didn't enter. An entry for us on the 1 minute time frame, which would have entered, which we've got marked out here, is this. So if we closed here, we would have entered for a trade here, target down here, and the rest would have been history, but we didn't. I did enter on one of my FTMO accounts, really low risk, here. So after we got the push down, purely based on the bias that had been going bullish, I wanted to try and get in early on a trade, and this was the entry. Okay. Obviously we got the big push back down. We did create a fair value gap just here on the 5 minute time frame. If you can see, let me just mark it out. Create a fair value gap just here. And my original plan was to long after we inversed it. So we did inverse it up here. I got in TP, stop loss rate down here. TP was originally here, which would have been a 1 to 1.3, but we did just target these highs and left it at that, because this wasn't really my preferred trade. I would have rather waited for a break of structure, which is what we're going to get onto here now. This trade, which I took on my Apex accounts, which was had a lot more in the trade. This, I didn't really have much skin in the trade. It was a small position. I think I was only in for like 2 micros, which was nothing. On here though, we was in for 30. So yeah, 3 minis on this account. Essentially, what I was looking for was a break of this structure here, which was obviously a high and a low. This is now a structure point. Price had come down. It didn't close underneath this, which was great. I was like, okay, good. Price did go up and we broke the structure now, so we created a new high. So my thought process is, let's wait for a pullback. If we get one on that pullback, hopefully we create something like a bearish fair value gap, and then we'll look to re-enter after we've inversed it. So we did create a bearish fair value gap here. As you can see, price came down. We was just waiting now for a close above this level. It struggled a little bit, which I'm not really a fan of. I would have preferred a strong just close, which I hesitated a little bit in terms of wanting to get in. But as soon as we got in, as soon as price already closed above this level, which it lags a little bit on trading view on my account, I got in at this level. And then price just went straight up to our TP, which is great for a nice 1 to 3. I'm also targeting these highs. I did want to leave maybe half of my position running to the actual full liquidity zone, which is where I would have been targeting, or even second, which I could have done, but to be honest with you, I was a bit of a bitch and I didn't. So no need to be greedy. We took our 1 to 3, and I mean, that's great. It worked out perfectly. So yeah. With that being said, that was a trade. I mean, look at price right now. We absolutely just obliterated all of these liquidity zones, and we're at all-time highs. So coming into tomorrow, I'm not really too sure what we're going to be looking for. We'll have to wait and see. But that was a short breakdown in the video. So leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you thought, and I should be posting a training video at some point. So if you guys want to see that, let me know, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.